Hello there again, YouTube. It's once again I, your gothic host with the most, Knox Burzum, back to bringing more blasphemous banter. Today, we're doing a little bit of a Knox Talks, a Knox Rant, if you will. See, Val and I have been watching a lot of YouTube lately, and we've been watching a lot of Hulu via Disney Plus, and we've been seeing tons and tons and tons of commercials because it is, of course, here in the great US of A, an election year. So there's even more bullshit than normal. And I gotta get this shit off my chest because it's honestly starting to drive me fucking crazy. So, for instance, yesterday I was watching the punk rock MBA with your host, Finn McKenty. And I noticed that in an 18-minute long video entitled What Killed Hot Topic, there was not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but six fucking commercial breaks. Each one was between a minute and a half and 3 minutes long apiece. This is an 18-minute long video. That means that roughly every 3 minutes in the fucking video was a goddamn commercial. Now, I understand. A boy's gotta fucking eat. And, obviously once you get to the point of being monetized, the ads are kind of everything that drives actual YouTubers, paychecks. Because you only make like 25 cents or some shit like that per view. Now for people who get a couple million views a week, I'm sure that doesn't matter, but to those who are slightly smaller channels and only get a couple of thousand views a week or even like 10,000 views, the monetization through the ads really makes a difference. And I'm very well aware of that, but that's not what the fuck we're talking about today. We're not talking about people making that cheddar. We're talking about stuff that pisses me off, what grinds my gears, so to speak. All Family Guy. So here's my deal, and I have noticed this, especially with the companies who are giving massive amounts of money to either Donald Trump or to Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Holy fucking gods, there's way too many goddamn commercials. We are talking commercials of just magnitudes unseen unless it's a fucking election year. 4 years ago, when Donald Trump and Joe Biden were running against each other, Val and I noticed this as well, that there was just commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial, and for 4 years it blissfully died down. Now, honestly, in the last 60 days, it has just gotten ridiculous. There are times even where we will be talking about something in between parts of a video, so we'll have it paused. And we'll notice that if we leave it paused for long enough, then when we start the video back up, about 1 out of every 3 times, so about 30% of the time, we'll get a commercial. And those commercials are usually about 60 seconds long. Now, I get it. Unless someone actually watches the whole commercial, the people don't get the money from said commercial, which is why it now shows a ticker so that you know when the hell you're going to get back to the happy time, which is, of course, the show, not the commercial. Here's the problem with that. There is so much commercialization now on YouTube that I don't see any difference between it and regular TV anymore. I remember back in the heyday of uploads, there were no commercials. YouTube also barely existed at that point in time, which I will fully cop to. YouTube in its current incarnation didn't really exist until about 2012 to 2014, when commercial monetization became the norm and people started making lots and lots and lots of money being YouTubers. That's also around the time that sponsor of today's video, comes from fucking Viagra. Don't I wish? That'd be great. Or Blue Chew, for when you just want to help your woman feel good inside the vagina. Any rate, this is me unmedicated, by the way. I apologize. I have a point to this. I think that the commercials have gotten out of control. We haven't seen any commercials that are life-changing events that we should know about. We're mostly seeing stuff for Nissan, Toyota, Ford. We've seen about a dozen different pharmaceutical ads in the last week and a half. We've been seeing a ton of stuff for upcoming horror films. Now, mind you, I like that. Also, A24 is having some sort of a anniversary celebration this year, I believe. It's like their 10 or 15 year anniversary of the company, I guess. So that makes sense, at least. Everything else, though, is like, dude, like, whose dick did you suck to get your commercial on air this many times? Also, on a publicly uploaded video hosting site. Like, this isn't even TV, bro. This isn't ABC, this isn't NBC, this isn't TLC, this isn't Discovery Channel, History, Fox, VH1, C-SPAN, some bullshit like that. This is just YouTube. And, dude, there's so many fucking commercials. It's becoming hard to even, like, enjoy my shows half the time. Because more than 30% of my time is being used either watching the commercials to completion because I happen to want to prop other YouTubers up. Yes, as always, I realize I'm independent. I'm completely unmonetized. And to be honest, I only have like 105 subscribers, most of whom don't even watch all my videos. And I'm well aware of that. That being stated, though, I always want to prop up other YouTubers, so I try my hardest to watch as many of the commercials as I can make myself watch. That being stated, I'm not going to watch, like Finn McKenty's, for instance, I'm not going to watch 12 minutes of commercials for a 17-minute long video. That's dumb. I think we can all agree that's excessive. Not just dumb, but excessive. And provocative in a negative way. In marketing, you want to show people your product, and then you want to show people why they need your product. And then you want to give them ways of using that product. And then you want to tell them how much it costs. And then you want to end the message by saying again, hey, here's this product, it's great. Go ahead and use it for this once again. Go out and buy this product. I personally will not do that if I get annoyed by how many of your fucking ads I see. I have a thing about it. Like, I will spite your goddamn company, even if it's a company like Dow that's never going to notice if I buy from them or not because they make $1 billion goddamn dollars a year. It is a principle of the subject matter for me. I've felt for a very long time that excessive marketing is a form of abuse. It is you telling me that you know better how to spend my time than I do, which you do not. I know how the hell best to spend my time because I am me. What it says is that you're okay wasting my time, continuously telling me the same fucking thing over and over and over and over again, which is my other real issue with the commercials. I am seeing the same commercial time after time after time. It would be different if I saw, for instance, if I see 5 different commercials for Windex in the span of 30 minutes. So once every 6 minutes, so in the span of 30 minutes, once every 6 minutes, I see a commercial for Windex. If it is 6 different ads in those 30 minutes, each one probably being between 30 and 60 seconds long, if it's different ads, I'm much more likely to watch the goddamn thing. If I keep on seeing the same thing over and over and over again, though, if I have the ability to fast forward through it, I'm just going to go ahead and skip your shit, which means that you're not getting the fucking money from the advertisement anyway. So what the hell's the point? And I suppose that my other point to this is that I really miss when the emphasis wasn't on monetization and the emphasis was more so on content creation. There are a few channels out there who don't care about if they swear or not, which I love. However, in most of those cases, they have to be channels that established a long time ago that they don't swear, or that they swear rather. Because apparently one of the things that YouTube is big on, and I know this because a bunch of my videos have been cited as it won't be monetized when I eventually reach my threshold because I've got curse words in it. Okay, First Amendment, fuck you too. But the point is that I feel that because people put so much of an emphasis on wanting to keep it monetized, you can run ads. That's what monetization really means. I mean, like, yeah, again, you do get paid by the view, but it's way more important to get that 30 to 60 second long ad from, Farmer's Life or from Mutual or, Ace Rental Car. They want that cheddar because it's much more direct. If you are telling people that they can't have certain language or that they can't reference certain objects or physical acts, even in a video where the majority of people who are watching it are going to be adults, I think that's silly. And yes, this is kind of an arbitrary thing to be mad at, but guess what? This is my channel. I get to talk about whatever the hell I damn well please. And this channel will always be pro First Amendment, which is right to freedom of speech. And I think that's actually the most important thing that we have. So, much like Howard Stern, I will always speak what is on my mind. I guess that's really about it. I really don't like the commercials, or at least as much commercials as we've been seeing. I actually like commercials. To be completely clear, I think that the world inside of a commercial break can be kind of neat. The longest commercial that you're going to see on a given TV station or YouTube station is between 1.5 minutes and 2 minutes long, at the very longest. Usually those are like medical promotional commercials because there's so much that has to be talked about inside of it. But by the same reasoning, I mean, I'm willing to watch it because it's more interesting. I think the commercials can be cool because you create a very small scenario that only has to last for 30 seconds. And this scenario can be anything. It can be any farcical idea that you want that sells whatever it is. Like, for instance, you could be a whaler on the high seas about to spear a fucking, kraken. And what is it that you're selling? Somehow or another, you're selling toothpaste. Or a good example that I recently saw was it started to look like a Fruit of the Loom commercial, and it ended up being for chewable antacids. Subverting expectations. I like that. I've seen a lot of really, really, really good ones for like Dr. Squatch lately, and for not Summer's Eve, but there's another women's products company. Summer's Eve, maybe? I don't know. That doesn't even sound right because I'm pretty sure that one's been around forever. Any hoodles. There's been some really neat ones I've seen, and I enjoy the little microcosm that can be in these things. Like, for instance, one of the commercials that's been targeted more at women, it had a lady unicorn in it, or not a lady unicorn, a female centaur. I thought that was pretty cool. You only ever see male centaurs, really, especially in movies or in TV shows like, back on Hercules' Legendary Journeys. If you ever watch all of the fucking episodes that actually have centaurs in them, all the centaurs are men. I have no idea why, but all the centaurs are always men. So I thought it was kind of cool that there was a woman. And I just noticed shit like that because of my ADHD. But the point to all this is you should make a commercial that is pleasant to watch, interesting to watch, sells the product well, and gets out of Dodge before it wears out its welcome. You should also prepare at least 4 or 5 different commercials for this product to be able to run within an hour of each other, because otherwise you are going to burn people out. That's just how it works. I've been Knox Burzum. Peace, love, heavy fucking metal. Like, comment, subscribe. Toss a coin to your fucking witch if you're feeling frisky, because God knows I need the fucking money! It's like Jerry Maguire over here. Show me the money! Right after, I love black people! Jesus Christ, Jerry, what the fuck? Any hoodles. I've been Knox Burzum. Remembering you. Inviting you. Reminding you. Inviting you. Damn. Once in a while I should really practice this. I've been Knox Burzum. Inviting you to always enter the void. Goodbye!